in my art studio working on, I can't believe it, the last prompt for Junk Journal January 2024. Day 31 is reflect. And you know, I think that when I do my final flip through, I will do a little bit of reflecting on what I think I learned and how I grew. I wasn't quite ready for that type of reflection yet. So when I started to think a little deeper about how I would approach reflection, one of the things that I thought about, I thought, reflection, and then I thought shiny things, shiny sparkly things, and it made me think of birds, okay? And the reason it made me think of birds is because birds will put all kinds of things into their nests, and sometimes there are shiny things. There's a nest, and I'll have my husband insert a picture. There's a nest in a crabapple tree at the local gas station where we fill up, and it has been there for 3 years, and I take a picture of it every winter or early spring because the birds have packed that nest with mud and sticks. And one year there was a piece of blue tape or ribbon hanging out of it. Another year there was a piece of plastic bag, and then sometimes there is something kind of shiny or sparkly. So I'm gonna make a nest, and I thought it was really neat that I had this page here with this bird. So this is gonna be my sky. And I think what I'm gonna do, I have my Stabilo all, and I'm just, let's get real. I'm just gonna go for it, okay? Gonna go for it, and I'm gonna make a tree. Well, I'm gonna make a branch, really. I'm not gonna make a whole tree. I'm gonna make a branch with the Stabilo. I guess this could come this way. It could go this way. Sorry, bird. There's that, and then I have that was a brown Stabilo all, and this is a Neocolor 2 in russet. I don't know that we can necessarily even see the ground here. We'll see. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of water. Let's see. I'm going to show this. You can also use on this, because this would be good in case I decide to put more things over it. This is matte medium. So if you don't want to use water, you can just leave it. You can kind of rub it with your finger. You can use water. If you use matte medium, you get a little bit more, I think the color's a little more saturated, and you get a little more control, okay? So I'm going to put water here. See how the water, you get some color, but it dries lighter. When you do the matte medium, the color is more intense. And this is a matte medium gel. If you have, the regular matte medium that you squeeze out of the bottle, that would work too. I will do this with the matte medium especially if I'm working on a page that has a ton of layers, I definitely do this with the matte medium because I want those colors to kind of be locked in there before I put the next layer down, because these are water soluble, and if you put the matte medium over it, you do have it kind of sealed now on there, and you could put something else over it and it won't smear it and it won't change the color. But look how yummy that is. And I like it. I pushed kind of hard so that we could still see some of the strokes. And I think that that's really great because that gives us, you know, that kind of feeling of bark being there. So we got this. Now, I'm probably, I guess I could do it now. I'll make something a little thinner. I'm going to make some little branches. Gotta have little branches. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to need something here, but I don't know what it is. Okay, so what I've got for my nest. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I have some paper. Okay, and I don't know, so I have this little, it's kind of a bird feeder, but when I comb the cats, so we have one cat who lives inside, because he has a bad paw, and if he went outside, something would eat him. And we have another cat who, is a fair weather cat, and she flirts with my husband and sits on his lap when it's cold and wet outside. But the rest of our cats live outside because, as I've said, we have 7 acres. So they earn their dinner because they kill moles and critters that I don't want in my house. And I comb everybody, and then I take their fur and I put it in the same spot in this little tray every year, and the birds come and they get it. And they put the stuff in their nests. So I'm not going to put cat hair in my journal, although I did think about it. Not going to lie. So I've got some thread, some book pages, a piece of twine, and this piece of thread, which is kind of a natural color that I pulled it all apart so that it would, you know, be all wiggly and whatever. And that's what I'm doing to this twine. I cut it shorter. This is pretty thick twine, and I am just going to take it apart because that's what would happen. Or maybe not. Okay, there we go. So now it's a little more loose, and if you keep pulling it, there are little pieces that come off. A new fidget toy. There you go. Okay. Here we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I want my nest about here. And I'm going to put down a few of these papers. And what I'm hoping that this will do is it'll kind of ground it, you know, and give me a nesty shape, you know. I'm sure that that is a, you know, we had that prompt the other day that was geometric. I'm sure that nesty is like something, it's geometric. It's a geometric shape. Mathematicians probably use that word all the time. Okay. That looks kind of nesty. All right, I'm going to leave that one loose. Okay, then I'm gonna pile a ton of matte medium I know. Don't look. If you're like, oh my gosh, don't look. It's okay. Let's see. This is my smallest thread. And I sort of want it like sticking out. And then this is the jute. I got a piece of paper in there. Another piece of paper. I love that the book pages are just stuck in there. Isn't that great? Okay. This, I'm just sort of wadding it. Like felting without felt. Okay. And now I'm gonna just shove it. My book already doesn't close, so I'm not even worrying about the spine. This is the last day. Who cares? It's never gonna shut. Let's get real. Anybody else having that problem? Let me know in the comments if your book won't shut either. All right, the other thing that I have, because remember that sparkly? I have these sequins. So this is my attempt at some reflection. You know how birds find those like shiny things. That's some sequins and some string. Ooh, I like hit the jackpot there. It's definitely reflecting. Okay. Ripped this sequiny thing apart. Okay. I think this is trim from a dress that my sister wore to a dance like her junior year of high school. Okay. I gotta get out of it with this. I think I have a chopstick. If you don't have a chopstick in with your brushes, you need one. And I use this to make dots. I use it to mix paint. And now I use it to shape my bird nests. Well, I really want that to stay. There we go. Oh yeah, well, that's good. Okay, don't have room for my bird now, but here we go. There we go. We do have room. We do. Let's lift this string up. Oops. Okay. Pardon me while I lift this for a minute here, because the angle that I'm at, I can't tell if I got my bird in the nest or not. Oh yeah, when I push it up. There we go. All right. Now, the other thing, I'm so sticky. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try it. I'm going to take this green reflective washi tape. And I'm just going to cut some leaf shapes. Because a shiny sparkly bird nest is not enough. gonna put a little bit of Stabilo around my bird here. Hopefully I'm in the shot and you can see that. Because I just want the bird, I feel like the bird is not standing out. I don't know. I think that maybe what's happening to the bird is in a cloud. So let's do this. Let's put a cloud here and lighten this up a little bit. Sometimes after I've done something, you know, people always talk about white space, and I know that white space is important, but I have to say I'm not really good with it. But I will come back sometimes like this, and I will add some white space at the end, because now I know that I have something that we need to see a little better, you know? And now I can come back with the Stabilo here. At the edge of the bird. And I'm going to take a little bit of water and see if I can, yeah, I'm going to clean off the top of my sequins. See if I can. There we go. They're a little shinier. All right, now I do kind of think that I need a little bit of ground. And I think that what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put in, this is a Neo Color 2, and it is chromium oxide green. It's a very pretty color. It's and put this color back here. Continue this over here. And again, I'm going to use my matte medium because it just makes that color a little more intense. I love this color. It looks like an old chalkboard. This is actually the color that we just painted our house last summer. Because, you know, my husband and I decided that we could have somebody paint it, But we started looking at it. I love to paint things. My family, they all make fun of me because my sister says, don't leave anything around me too long because I will paint it. That's why I'm the girl with a brush, by the way, because I paint everything. And so we decided whether this was brilliant or absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if we've decided yet, but we decided that we were still young enough that we could climb up on all of that scaffolding and all the ladders and we could paint the house. So that is what we did. And there were a few days where we were reminded of our age. But we also rationalized it because we decided that the next time that we need to have it painted, that we could definitely just pay somebody and sit in the lawn chair and watch. So that was our rationalization. Okay. The next thing, I really want something else sparkly. All right, here's what I'm going to do because I really want to use this crazy glitter glue. This is just the glitter glue from like the little dollar thing at Michael's. It's probably going to blow up in my face. Oh, I should probably test it somewhere, right? How about right here? Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're rolling. I think I'm gonna give myself some berries or some little buds on the tree. Isn't that nice? Since we're talking about reflection, the wrong definition maybe of reflection, but today's reflection is berries and nests. There we go. Since the journal probably isn't going to close anyway. And I think I'll put a couple over here. There we go. Last thing is this pink washi. There's another one that came with the green. And I'm so excited because I figured out a use for it. Here it is. Inside of the nest. I feel like I need 3 of something, you know. Let me stick it there. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna stick one more right there. All right, last thing for reflect. There is the prompt. Okay, so my interpretation of reflection, if you are having fun, please consider liking or subscribing. And, oh, one more thing. We can't end the video yet. I grabbed this. If you have glossy accents, I don't know how this is going to work with string and all kinds of stuff, but this is a product from Ranger. It dries clear and it makes everything really shiny. And I'm gonna shine up my bird with glossy accents. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the picture. You know, the sheen. We'll see what we could do. But put that on there, and this is it. Glossy accents, dimensional medium, dries to a clear gloss finish. You can use it as a glue. You can use it as all kinds of things. It looks kind of milky right now, but it will dry clear. Okay. I think this is it. I came back and I added some glossy accents, and I've got my sequins and my glitter and all of my exciting stuff inside of my bird nest. I have glossy accents dripping everywhere. I think that's it. If you enjoyed this or you were inspired, please consider liking or subscribing. And I hope that you were so inspired that you're going to go grab your brush. Thank you for watching.